great friend of mine. Morgan, is he a good friend of yours? Or?
Yeah, why? You keep calling him your friend, but he's my friend too.
I'm probably closer with him. It's not a big deal.
That's fine.
He is the longtime MC of the Sacramento. He's a multi-time all-star, one of the best people on the planet. He joins us live. It's the one and only Scott Freshour.
Aww. What an honor. It is so great to be with you guys this morning or this afternoon, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, you don't know what day it is or time it is because you've been at Wrestlemania the last 2 days.
Yeah. I mean, somebody tweeted yesterday that I'm on load management, which is probably more accurate. I'm resting up for the big playoffs. But yes, I am down here at Wrestlemania, living the dream.
We're definitely going to talk about that, but we want to bring you on for a couple of reasons. One, you are awesome at what you do.
Amazing.
So are you guys.
Okay.
This is not about us right now.
Shut your mouth. This is about you. Do not interrupt with it. It's you. I'm so happy for you because this team is winning. But the one thing that I just think you're so good at getting people, one, your attitude is super great and positive. People love you, but the way you can get a crowd into a game, especially during some of the lean years. What has this season been like for you as a longtime Kings fan and now the longtime MC to feel that environment, especially with a winning team?
It's sweeter than words can describe, my friend. I mean, this is already the most fun job in the world, right? It's been fun even throughout those tough years, but now that we are winning, I can't even describe it. I've been going through a tough few years personally, and so for me, this has just been a renaissance on all levels of it's just so fun. It has been just exactly what my soul needed, and it's just electric, man. It feels like WrestleMania at those games.
Fresh, you talk about the last few years. I want you to elaborate on as much as you feel comfortable with and want to share with everyone. But because I know obviously not only everything that's been going on, but you talk about why these moments and why this year of Kings basketball is so special. So if you want to share, I would love that.
Yeah, it's not something I've really talked about too publicly, but I lost my mom last season, and it was about as traumatizing and as traumatic as one can experience losing a family member. My mom had fought cancer for about 6 months. It kind of came out of nowhere, and I was lucky enough to kind of be with her every single day. The Kings kind of gave me the opportunity to, hey, if you need to go to, doctor's appointment, go be there. And I took advantage of that. And I spent every day with her. Her fight became personal to me. It became my fight too. And so when that fight lost, it really kicked me, man. It really kicked me hard. And so the last year and a half, personally, I've been really struggling, with the loss of my mom. That's my person. That's the closest person I am to in my lifetime. And so there's been a lot of soul searching. And so this is just almost heaven sent in a weird way. For me, it's very personal. The Kings have been struggling and then now all of a sudden they're good. In a weird way, in my own way, it's my mom kind of helping me out and say, hey, look, I got tweets for you. Look what's going to happen. You get to go to do a playoff game. So it is as rewarding as one can imagine after feeling some of the depths and despair that me and my family have kind of gone through over the last year and a half. So this, like I said, this is just the ultimate prize right now.
Wow.
Yeah. And you guys obviously had a deep connection to this team long before you were even the MC. I mean, you grew up a Kings fan.
Yeah. My mom would drive me down to games from Redding, California. And it really, for anybody who kind of knows my story, growing up a Kings fan, it was my goal to come work for the Sacramento Kings. I didn't think it was going to be in this kind of a capacity, my goodness. But we've been rooting for the Kings forever. And my mom has always been a huge supporter no, stick with it, keep doing this, you're good at this. And so she was my biggest cheerleader. And so I think she still is, just in different perspectives.
Gosh, Fresh, it is so cool whenever you do get to hear a Kings fan that has been a fan all their life, and then they kind of get to live out their dream of having a different type of connection, whether it's working for the team in some capacity or whatever it might be. For you, how special is it not only that you get to get the crowd amped and on their feet, but that you also get to cheer on this team throughout these years?
it is so special. I don't think there's any way to not have fun doing that, standing on the court, pretending to be a pro wrestler, hyping up the crowd, and them accepting me is probably one of the most beautiful parts, because that could easily have just been rejected. You know what I mean? Like, Kings fans have really shown me a lot of support, and I think that's because, I hope you could tell I put my heart and soul into it. I mean, at the end of these games, I am drained for about 36 hours because I'm literally laying it all out there. And so the fact that it's rewarded with a win and a playoff berth and potentially these big playoff games, well, not potentially, they're happening. Dude, it still feels like a dream. It's just like a dream. It's fun.
And even during the lean years, this crowd, this fan base is still insane.
Yeah.
The
They've always
loyalty
been
that
here.
they have. Yeah. What do you think makes Kings fans different?
There is something different in Sacramento. I've been really lucky to go to those other teams and, be at other basketball venues and events. There's nothing like what's happening in Sacramento. It's maybe it feels more personal. I think maybe fans have, through some of those crazier years, like, things almost got taken away from us. So I think for Kings fans, this is all very personal. This is intimate. This is a different kind of relationship than, say, the Memphis Grizzlies have with their fans. Like, there's just this bond in Sacramento. And we're not Los Angeles, and we're not some of these shinier markets. And so there's just this authenticity, this passion. There's nothing like it for teams to have those lean years and these fans show up religiously.
Yeah.
I mean, for everybody, this has just got to feel so personally rewarding. It's just a special time, man. It just feels like beautiful karma. I always say that, like, life, I'm a very Zen person, as Deuce and Mo might know. Life has its ups and its downs. It's constantly going up and down. And most human suffering occurs when you allow yourself to get lost in the ups and the downs. But really, we need to stay kind of even keel, so to speak. And so I always say, like, the pendulum of pain and happiness, if you can feel this much pain is swinging up to the left, imagine how much higher on the right-hand side, on the positive side, it's going to swing and reach higher heights than it really ever has. So I really believe the best is still yet to come, man.
Fresh, your energy from the start of a game to the end of a game, like you said, you leave it all out there and everything. But where do you feel it more? In the beginning of the game when you're telling everyone to make some noise, or when you start the fourth quarter? Because both to me are epic, but there's something that there's some weird energy connection that I always feel when it's the start of the fourth quarter and you're getting people going into it. And I think it's like, it's one of the most special things I think we have in Sacramento is you pumping up the fourth quarter. But which one's your favorite?
Oh man, they're both, like you said, they're very different, but they're both very fun. Like, that tip-off energy, I think that sets the pace. It kind of sets the energy stage, so to speak, for the game. But that fourth quarter pump can change. For anybody who's really paying attention and listening, I'll kind of switch up the words a little bit based off of the scenario of the game. If it's tight, if it's a little bit more of a blowout on our end, like, I feel like the fourth quarter pump up is a little bit more different based on the situation that the game is in. And the tip off is always kind of trying to get to that one level. But for me, as a wrestling fan, to have not one, but two, like, catchphrase moments, that's pretty cool, man. I might need to start selling shirts. I'm thinking about it.
Hell yeah. Fresh, this can be your first playoff game as an MC, right?
Bro, look, this is going to sound like a humble brag. I don't want it to be.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky and very blessed. I've been able to MC at 8 NBA All-Star games, 3 USA Basketball Olympic events, WNBA, Formula One. I've been able to MC all these cool things. I've never been able to MC a Kings playoff game. And that's the one thing I've always said, I need to do that. I just need to do that. And I didn't think it was going to be this year, but I'm very glad that it is. And so I really do get to kind of check off a personal goal with this playoff game.
Do you feel like there's going to be different nerves? Like, have you tried to envision in your Zen-like state what this moment could be like? Game 1, Western Conference, first round at Golden One Center, 18,000 plus in the building.
Yes, I'm ready for it. I'm not nervous. I'm incredibly excited for it. I have done, as you might say, Deuce, my Zen. I would actually be practicing my visualization techniques right there. And yes, Deuce, I have thought about what I'm going to say. Instead of saying, "Welcome to Golden One Center, who's ready for some Kings basketball?" I'm going to say something like, "Welcome to the NBA playoffs.
Oh,
Who's ready for some Kings basketball?"
I am ready to run. Let's go. Let's go.
And I'm
Spoiler
going to
alert.
tight ball right now, so people around me are looking at me. But you know what? I don't care. Light the beam, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it, Fresh. You were also at WrestleMania the last
Yes.
two days.
That's right.
What was the experience like? Was it too much wrestling? Was it perfect? What was your experience?
It's perfect. I went to the WrestleMania at Santa Clara, just like you guys.
Yeah.
And to me, that was still one of the best weekends I've ever experienced. And so when this opportunity arose, I took it. And it's living up to the experience at Santa Clara. I mean, yes, I get to go to the beach during the day and then wrestling at night. So it's like the perfect vacation. But dude, night one's energy, absolutely electric. It's been perfect. It's been so much fun. No, I have not gotten tired of the wrestling. And I might be one of the few people that stood with the bloodline last night. I threw up my one and I acknowledged the tribal chief. You know, it's been a lot of fun. And I'm going to Monday Night Raw tonight. So
Dude, I was going to ask, is that at Crypto tonight?
it's at crypto.com arena.
Dude.
Raw is War live in Los Angeles.
Hell yes. And you know what? I'm with you. No one wants to see all those marks who want to see Cody win.
Yeah.
Why does he deserve it? Mr. Captain America. I need Cody as a heel if I'm going to buy into him. Roman Reigns is the head of the table. He's the tribal chief, and we acknowledge him on this program.
And I want to thank you for acknowledging him on this program. I know that he would be very honored.
That's so stupid.
Also, someone in the chat said, "Love Fresh, but the Dodger hat has to go."
Yeah, what are you wearing? Why?
I'm trying to blend in, man. I'm not trying to. I'm off the clock out here, right?
Yeah.
I'm on what somebody tweeted it yesterday. It was hilarious. Load management. I'm resting for the playoffs, and so I needed to blend in. I didn't have the energy to wear. I went to a Dodgers game on Friday. Okay, guys?
And by the way,
I don't like baseball. I just go.
Yeah, you're not a baseball guy. You're not a baseball guy. Yeah,
I just wear it because it's something to wear.
Look at him trying to blend in so the crowd doesn't just come running toward him and trying to get his autograph. And
oh my God. It's Scott Freshour.
Some people did yell "Light the Beam" at me at WrestleMania. So
are you being serious?
Dead serious. There are Kings at WrestleMania this weekend.
Dude, that's amazing. What was your favorite match of WrestleMania? Can you pinpoint one?
Ooh. No, I can't. I can't pinpoint one. The men's showcase tag team match was way better than people expected.
Yeah.
It was a nice spot fest. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte was beautiful. Usos and Sami Zayn was absolutely emotional. Like, people were hanging on every punch. It was, they had the crowd in the palm of their hand. The Hell in a Cell was a little disappointing last night. I hate to say it. The Shane thing was weird when his knee blew out. Like, the crowd was like, what's going on here? But yeah, the main event last night had everyone on their feet. Dude, when Cody Rhodes' music hit and every single person's cell phone was out, not the light on the front, but everybody was taking pictures in the arena. I've never seen an arena full of screens like that.
And you did not do that because you would not disrespect the
No, dude, I was one of those old people who just watched without their phone out and soaked in the moment, you know? I'm here to drink it in, man.
Hell yeah. Chris Verlot has a question for you.
So you didn't have a favorite of WWE, but what about the weekend? It's got to be Commander versus El Hijo de Vicago, right?
What did you just say?
Ring of Honor.
Oh,
yeah, pal. I'm only here for the big events, not the
the big leagues.
I'm not going to these indie shows, pal.
Well, no, and to be clear, Fresh, we call those the minor leagues.
Correct. Your buddy Chris is what they call on the internet a smark. Smart mark.
Yes, he is.
I'm known as a wrestling fan.
He had no idea. I bet, Chris, how sad were you when Cody didn't win last night?
Oh, I wanted Roman Reigns to win.
Oh,
yeah.
I think he's lying to everyone right now that's listening. So
Saving face.
No, I gave you my fantasy booking for the night that I wanted to happen, and it didn't happen.
You wanted Cody to be heel.
that's true.
I get it, but anything can happen on Monday Night Raw tonight, man. Like, literally, Triple H might show up and say, "Hey, you're defending both titles tonight. One versus Cody, one versus Sammy. Let's go." He drops both titles tonight. Nobody sees that coming.
Ooh,
I don't know.
You see it coming.
It's funny how we analyze pro wrestling, like we don't do that with other like entertainment content. Like we're not watching the Avengers going, "Oh, they just buried Ant-Man," or they're totally pushing Winter Soldier right now. Like, show.
You need to go on Avengers Reddit because that's exactly what they do.
Yeah, true.
Really?
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, did we lose Fresh? Oh, well, Fresh is the best.
Yeah.
Maybe he got attacked by somebody.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's hilarious.
Did he try to rejoin?
He's back on.
Hey, Fresh. Yeah, I don't know why we lost you for a second. Dude, I just had this is what I do every time I feel like I have FOMO. I was like, do you think I can make it to Raw tonight after the show? If I
You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Hey,
you
Deuce,
got me excited for it.
I have an extra ticket, bud. I swear.
Really?
I have one extra ticket. It starts at 5:00.
Okay. Well, let me look at this. All right. I might have to. Was it by you? Do I get to sit by you?
No, it's a little bit higher upstairs. Let's just say, I do have some friends in the professional wrestling community. They texted me this morning, see if I wanted to sit in the family section. I said yes. My 2 tickets are now going to be thrown away, basically. So,
well, I mean, I'm part of your family. You think I'd be able to get there too? Okay, all right. We'll talk.
And you can stay in our hotel room too. There's a great spot on the floor for you, pal.
I might be in. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Fresh. Seriously, I'm so happy for you. You're one of the best. One of my favorite people. And I'm so excited for you to do a playoff game, man.
Thank you, bro. It's been great it's been great finally being on the Deuce and Mo show here on Sports 1140.
It's Sactown Sports now, Fresh. You have to try it again.
Sorry, man. I'm so hyped up on all this iced coffee, man. It's just great.
Just try it again. Try it again. It's so good to be on with Deuce and Mo on what?
It's so great to be on Sactown Sports 1140 with one of my best friends, Deuce Mason, and one of my good friends, Morgan.
Thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's fine. That is fine, Fresh. I'll remember this forever. How about that?
I'm in trouble.
All right, Fresh. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Take care, guys.
Dude,
Bye.
I love that guy. Great energy.
You do have FOMO. I
mean, sometimes you gotta live a little in life,
And live, man. How much